Did you know that a whopping 79% of people who plan on watching the Super Bowl also plan on purchasing refreshments for the game? And that's according to the nation's restaurant news. On average, Americans are going to spend about $81 on food and drinks and then other game day purchases. And that's all getting ready to show the Super Bowl game on their TV at home. So the Super Bowl Sunday is one of the biggest days of the year for delivery too. In fact, 48 million people are going to place a delivery order just on that day. So the question to you is, how much of this are you going to get for your food truck? Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
So let's talk about what people actually are going to be ordering. Football fans will consume on Super Bowl Sunday about 12.5 million pizzas. And then, of course, the classic bar refreshments like chicken wings. There's one restaurant in Dallas that says they sell 80,000 chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday. How can you take advantage of an obvious eating day where people want food brought to their home and all they want to do is serve it? They don't want to spend all day cooking like they do at Thanksgiving. Some of the things you can do to get people wanting your food. How about creating a signature dish based on each of the 2 teams that are in the Super Bowl? You could even do a third dish that's inspired by the halftime performer. The idea being that you hold a little mini Super Bowl yourself of which of these 2 creations that represent the 2 rivaling teams is the one to get the most orders for Super Bowl Sunday. And you could even let people know leading up to the Super Bowl, I've got 50 orders for this team and I got 25 for this team. Are you going to let them win? It's just a way to create a little bit of fun and then get people to pre-order for you so you can have a very awesome Super Bowl weekend. Did you also know that Super Bowl Sunday is the most popular day for delivery? So if you're already on those delivery apps, you want to let people know what your availability is and for them to get their pre-orders in so that they can have the food delivered well ahead of the start time of that game. What research has shown is places that do have the take-out ability or the delivery ability, they get swamped about 7 hours before the Super Bowl even starts. Now, that influx of orders is great for business, but it leads for a lot of frustration and a lot of upset guests who can't get their food when they expected it to be delivered. So you got to take a little bit of control over your online ordering process and then control it or throttle it to make sure you can actually put out the amount of food that you are hopefully going to be selling on that day. You can also offer a discount for people that would be ordering online. It doesn't have to be a big discount, but encourages them to order ahead rather than wait till 10 minutes before the game starts to say, hey, I think we'd like to have some snacks. Let's call up the local food truck. You can spend that whole lead up time on your social media talking about what you're going to be offering, what your hours of operation are going to be, how people can place that order online, how they can even get delivery if you're a part of a delivery system. But there's other things that you can do too that can help you get a lot more advertisement or just a lot more sales in general. One of the local radio stations here in the past does what they call Super Bowl Sunday, but it's not about the football game. It's actually about bowling. So what they do is they offer some big grand prize. You are a random caller several times throughout the days leading up to the Super Bowl. And then they have everybody gather at one of the local bowling alleys, and then they're each trying to throw a strike, basically. And then the person who ends up with the best score is going to win a prize package. And the prize package is products that are offered by a lot of the local businesses. One of these contests that I got involved with, we were part of the prize package. There was TV and a couple other things. But also we were going to actually offer up to $300 worth of food for the winner of this event to be able to share on their Super Bowl party if they were having one. And that was a big deal to me because it got me a whole bunch of free advertisement on the radio. We were mentioned several times throughout the day as being one of the sponsors of the game. And then every time they ran the call now, they would mention our business. We got lots and lots of mentions. Now, if you're thinking, well, it cost you $300, well, you know that's not true. It only cost me what the food was to accumulate $300 worth of a catering, which is not a whole lot of food. And we were a sandwich shop, so we were able to turn out $300 worth of sandwiches fairly easily and make it look really attractive on the platters that we gave them without it costing us a whole lot of money. We ended up spending about $70, and then the retail cost was $300. So from the standpoint of the radio station, they got $300 worth of food, but in reality, it only cost me, like I said, about $70. The idea is that you are always looking at what's coming up on the calendar. We have Valentine's Day coming up really soon. We have the Super Bowl, like I've been talking about. There's going to be April Fool's Day. There's going to be St. Patrick's Day. What can you do to tie your food into the people that are going to find those holidays appealing and then want to be involved with whatever you're doing? Are you doing something green for St. Patty's Day? Are you going to do something for Cinco de Mayo? You're going to do tacos, something special, something different. It's just a matter of giving people a reason to look for your business as opposed to going to all the other businesses that do different things on the different holidays. So take advantage of the calendar. Take advantage of those systems that will tell you today is National Chocolate Day. And if you happen to be somebody that sells something that's chocolate based, you need to know when that holiday is. There's always some type of food holiday or reward holiday for, Grandparents' Day, Secretary's Day, Nurses' Day, all of those different kind of events. So take advantage of them. Don't just limit yourself to the Super Bowl. If you sell hot dogs, there's National Hot Dog Day that comes up in July. There are all kinds of opportunities for you to take advantage and get a little bit more advertising out there. Get people talking about it. The more people talk about your business, the more they're going to remember you on those non-holidays and come out to grab something to eat. But if you can spike your sales on those holidays, it will make your week much more enjoyable. And then you won't mind which team wins the Super Bowl because you'll have already won yourself. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.